Young Amateur of the Year. Anybody notice anything unusual about this antenna?
Is it a stepper?
We saw this as we were leaving Saturday. It's a hex beam.
Upside down hex beam.
It's upside down. Apparently it has no impact whatsoever whether you have it upside down or right side up. And the reason they did that was to get away from interfering with the antenna, the beam that's just above it.
Yeah.
Here's another shot of it from underneath, of course on a pneumatic mast. This is part of that parking lot I was telling you about where people bring in their emergency vehicles, mobile comm centers.
Is that a 40-meter beam?
I think the photo is a little distorted because of the perspective, but it is on a 40-foot pneumatic mast. A lot of pneumatic masts out there this year.
Great if you can afford it.
One of the other takeaways from that ARRL forum that we attended on Saturday, David Minister introduced a new document that the ARRL is going to be releasing. And it's a program that they've been working on for well over a year.
Boy, do I need
And
that.
basically, it instructs your family and friends as to how you want to dispose of your amateur radio equipment if you should become incapacitated, say due to a stroke, accident, whatever, or you become silent key. And they handed out a limited number of books. I've got some over here if you're interested. I'm gonna keep this one, but what this does, this is what I'll donate to the ARRL if I become a silent key. I have all of this equipment. Here's a list of the equipment. Here's where it is, and this is what I want you to do with it. And in the case of folks who have rather extensive holdings of amateur radio equipment, they made arrangements with an estate auction to help dispose of the equipment. I hate the word dispose, but
rehome.
Sell,
Disperse.
liquidate,
Rehome.
Rehome.
Rehome, I like that one. I've got a couple of the books over here if you're interested. It can be downloaded off of the ARRL website. We're going to arrange to have a good supply sent to us for Ham Holiday and Ardmore to have there for distribution.
Got the URL for it?
It says it's on the ARRL
It's
website.
on
I'll
the
find it. and get it to
ARRL
the club.
website, arrl.org.
Well,
I'll
got
do the
millions of
search.
things there.
I'll find it and get it to the club, and I'll have our public information officer distribute it.
But the main thing is one page that's pretty significant. It's early on for the family. You can list executor, helpers. In other words, this is the executor of my estate, and these are people you can contact, not necessarily executors, but people who can help organize the equipment, identify it, and help liquidate it. And that's something they found out over the years, that when people go silent key, the family has no idea they're selling off equipment on the cheap. Not that they would want to make a profit, but
They don't know what
sometimes
it's
they're
worth.
just giving it away. They don't want it, so this
Well,
will
they
help
put it
out.
in a garage sale because they don't know what it's worth.
They're selling it for what you told your wife you paid for.
I could, that wouldn't do any good in my case. She knew.
Okay, Terry.